Everyone, I'm Danielle Dietrich, and in today's video, we are going to talk about the time frames that exist out there for filing SBA size protests. So, if you're a small business owner and you're trying to win a government contract, you may meet all the requirements to be considered small, but then another company wins the contract. But you think, they're not actually as small as they claim. They don't meet the standards. So there is a way for you to object to that. So what the limitations for a business to be considered small are set forth in the Code of Federal Regulations and also in a table on the SBA's homepage that you can search for. Now, these limits are all based on your NAICS code, so your North American Industry Classification System code, otherwise known as NAICS, and they are based either on your annual receipts in millions of dollars or for a small subsection on the number of employees. And the size of a business for purposes of qualifying as small is determined as of the date set forth in the request of the agency when they're seeking folks to submit. So you can file a small business administration size protest to question the eligibility of a party that won the contract and then potentially have the contract be reawarded. It's a whole process. It's actually a little bit of its own industry. And a size protest is a challenge to the eligibility of another business to receive a contract or award based on size standards. And they can be filed by interested parties such as competitors, contracting officers, funding agreement officers, or the SBA itself. Now, the reason I'm for this video is that there are really, really strict time limits, and they are very short to do this. And it's going to depend on the type of procurement or award. And if you miss the deadline, it's going to be dismissed as untimely. And so I'm going to kind of go through those different kinds of awards and let you know what those deadlines are. And again, they are very, very short. So they are for sealed bids or sales, you have to file the protest by the close of business, so 5 o'clock generally, on the fifth business day after the bid was opened. So again, that's roughly a week. So that's very tight. It is similar for a negotiated procurement that you have to file your protest by the close of business on the fifth business day after notification of the identity of the prospective awardee. For long-term contracts exceeding 5 years, you have to file your protest by the close of business on the fifth business day after receipt of notice of the identity of the prospective awardee or award. Are you noticing a pattern here? 5 business days is really the key. The type of contract, type of award triggers what the date from which that 5 days is calculated. So when there's been an electronic notification of an award, which is probably a lot of them these days, you must file your protest by the close of business on the fifth business day after the electronic posting. If there was no notice of the award, you must file your protest within 5 business days after oral notification by the contracting officer or the authorized representative. Now, contracting officers, funding agreement officers, and the SBA, can file protest at any time before or after the awarding. Now, a business day, just to be clear, is any day other than a Saturday, Sunday, or federal holiday. So if you are in a position to be filing one of these, you want to be very aware of the federal holiday calendar because you might be able to get yourself an extra day, which could be very helpful when you're trying to do these on such a quick turnaround. So again, these deadlines are not negotiable. It's really important that you act quickly if this is something that you see coming that you want to do. And it really is to your advantage to work with a knowledgeable attorney that can help you make sure that protest is timely and contains the necessary information. And in the future, I'm going to record some videos about what kind of information has to be in one of these protests. So that is the basics on the time frame for filing one of these. If you ever have questions about size protests or looking for legal assistance in that area, please feel free to reach out to me. Thanks and have a great day.